Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my Web3 expedition. So in this video, we're going to be talking about Seismic. I just found this project and it looks interesting. It's still in its very early stages, a blockchain platform focused on private smart contracts, has successfully launched its developer testnet. This launch has been met with positive feedback from the developer community, with over 3,000 encrypted contracts deployed during the beta phase. Okay, now, being that it's a new project, I'm going to experiment with deploying a private smart contract myself, but with a fresh wallet. And I want to be part of what they are trying to accomplish because I've not seen such a blockchain before, or this type of narrative. The narrative basically is the encrypted blockchain where all the contracts powering it is encrypted. Now, I don't know if that enhances security in some fashion, but to picture it is interesting. The types of applications that will be built on it perhaps will be innately private. Perhaps that will reduce like the scam hack situations that many blockchains have suffered from. Technically, I don't know exactly how it will fare in those terms, in terms of an unbreakable, perhaps fast, perhaps most scalable blockchain. Now, if we want to go into technicalities, we would briefly, but for now, I just want to quickly tell you what I'm doing towards the Devnet deployment. There is a documentation here that I found that I'm using. Considering it's new and not much information about it, I'm running these commands on cloud-based IDE. I found one called Gitpod, which it's my first time with it, experimenting with it basically, but I'll feature it in the description. You'll see that it's currently, I think it's what it's doing is installing the blockchain locally. Now, not on my PC, but locally on an environment provided by Gitpod. So Gitpod comes with an online VS Code as well, and a terminal where I'm running the commands in the documentation. I will likely do another video showcasing the process, but it's not very hard. I'm doing this in conjunction with ChatGPT. The documentation is straightforward. So I started with this command here. So you see after this hash is a comment, so after, if you copy this, I'd remove all this, and this will be the command. So this will install Rust in the environment. Then next you want to install JQ. Now, if you are using Mac, there's additional instructions here, but just this command will install JQ. This command, these are two commands, by the way. So the first one is this upper one here. Then the second one is the lower one. So you put them one after the other to install this sfound dry up. Then run sfound dry up. This will take 5 minutes to 60 minutes, which is currently running at the moment. Now, I don't know if I'll succeed. I'm thinking I will, but that's what we are at the moment. I decided to then do a video while this is ongoing. So this will run for 5 to 60 minutes. I think this is installing the blockchain, where thereafter you will need to use a private key at the stage of deploying a smart contract. After this, I believe the remaining steps are very easy. So you're going to clone the repo with this command. These are two commands. Then you go into the repo cd in a second command. Then to deploy contract is this. So at this stage is likely where you will need a fee I mean, sorry, private key. I don't know the process, but generally that would be the case. So you may want to use a fresh wallet for this. And then after you have deployed the smart contract, you can interact with the encrypted smart contract, but you need some dependencies installed an environment. So further commands, you install bond, install node dependencies, then you can send transactions with this command. Troubleshooting facts here, then this will be the faucet where you will likely use your wallet, provide your wallet address to get some funds, that will enable you to now it's obvious this is an EVM type of wallet. This will give you funds to be able to deploy your smart contract and interact with it. And so this is a testnet with known decryption keys. Please don't put real information on it. Okay. So now it's said that this is not incentivized, by the way, but of course you are contributing to their evolution. So it's said that if you deploy your own custom contract, please send the GitHub link to this. So I'm not much of a programmer. I may explore that possibility because I'm now into vibe coding and all that. So where I'm able to accomplish this, deploy a custom custom contract, I'll likely use the likes of the vibe coding tools out there to do that. Then I will decide to send the link here. There's a Discord very early on in the Discord and a Devnet channel where you can ask questions. I've decided not to ask questions and just try it out myself. Okay, so now you can also do this locally. You just need to install some of this stuff, to be able to run it locally with your Cursor or VS Code directly on your PC. So that's an option. Okay, so narrative-wise, very strong, backed by A16Z and Polychain. Narrative-wise is very strong, but let's look at technicalities here. So we all know the problems with blockchains today. Limited scalability, making transactions slow and expensive, forced transparency, left transactions exposed and scrutinized. Of course, that removes some of the decentralized elements of it because, with an encrypted blockchain, I don't know how much of the data will be readable. That's one of the elements of a blockchain, publicly verifiable. Is just interesting, but basically to think of. So let's expand this. We solved scalability, but not transparency. Every major L1 today is still transparent. None are encrypted. Why? Because for the last decade, our industry has optimized for encryption at the wallet level, providing user privacy. Though crucial for personal freedom, prioritizing new wallets came at the cost of producing new apps. Without new apps, we struggle to attract mass market users. So I'm going to jump this just a bit. So they are tackling the scalability, issues that face most L1 that have compromised on ensuring only wallet level encryption. So how do we get new apps encrypt at the protocol level instead of at the wallet level? To achieve this, encryption must be built into the core, the base layer, not just... Now, this will be a very interesting chain where they are able to pull it off. It will attract the masses, the true crypto fans and stuff. Okay. Let's Seismic lets developers access new token bootstrapping models, consumer payment flows, RW markets, A markets, and more. And unlike previous attempts at base layer encryption, Seismic focuses entirely on encrypting protocols to produce new apps. And it's already happening on Seismic. Take a look. So there are some applications on it. Interestingly, Nibble, a protocol that grants you rev share in your favorite restaurant. So I'm now envisioning, some of the limitations of traditional blockchains. They cannot pull off rev share at a chain level. Even like OpenSea trying to implement that, it can be circumvented. So I think that's one of the resolutions that Seismic will bring. Reef, a protocol that makes you listen to a bonding curve. Interesting types of applications. Folio, a protocol that puts you in a global paid forward chain. So a core positive of this is the ability of being able to pull off on-chain, recurring payments. Our mission is to encrypt all chains. So basically they want to even encrypt existing chains. We are working every day to be the beachhead for mass encryption on all blockchains. Okay, so if you're an entrepreneurial developer, would love to work with you. Wow, interesting stuff. So let's look at the prototypes here. You may find some early stage projects to track. So these are some of them. Level, Dwell. I'll look for them. An interesting ecosystem altogether. So time to end this video. I'll do a follow-up video. So the founder is also inviting you to DM him. I'll send this video to them just as inspiration. Let them see the mindset of a non-programmer who wants to surpass Google, basically. Okay, so anyway, if you have questions, I'll put an outlet where you can reach me. Let's see what's going on here. So still in build mode. Okay, so if you have questions, visit airdropc.com and use this contact form to reach me, this Telegram or this Twitter. Also, subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. Submit your email here. I forgot to say that. I'm currently working on 100 solid airdrop opportunities, each with its own publication tutorial. And I also feature productivity tools. I'll be sending a publication containing all my findings soonest to those who subscribe to airdrop reminders via this portal. So submit your email here. Exciting times, when it comes to innovation in Web3, courtesy of Seismic Systems. So I'll end this now. Stay awesome, take action. Subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials.